No sleeping. No sleeping.
All right, so why don't we actually showed up.
Jeez.
All right.
The sad part is these guys don't even realize that was actually not even a joke. You literally fell asleep. We were offline like all of 3 minutes.
Everybody's had the grandpa, right? When you're talking to him and all of a sudden
he just starts snoring. Oh, man.
I'm entering that stage, I guess.
Yeah. So I don't even know where we were when we finished.
Well, we were talking about
something about 40 cal
Shield EZs and
not good enough.
And
everybody's got to keep poking.
Yeah,
Poke,
that's
poke,
okay.
poke.
I'll shoot 40.
Yeah.
You got something really good on here that I think we need to touch on before we wrap things up.
Yeah, so one of the big things that I want to end on today was we have a lot of these stores that are telling us that not to open carry.
Requesting.
The key is that they're asking.
That's correct.
They're not telling.
They're requesting.
Because thankfully in this state, they can't tell us that.
Yeah.
If you have your CCW license in Missouri, you can legally open carry or concealed carry.
Yeah, but if they have a sign on
most places,
if they have a sign on the door that says no firearms, then they're going to call the cops and you're going to be asked to leave, or you're going to get a ticket, for trespassing, basically.
Yeah.
Right. So they have
only if you tell them no. So if they just call the cops on you, and
the cops are just going to say,
that's totally cool.
Would you leave?
I'm friends with them.
Yeah.
Hi, buddy.
So I think
same.
I think they're trying.
Different.
They're trying to walk a line here.
Yeah.
Because they're not coming out and saying we're not allowing firearms in our store. Mm-hmm. They're coming out and saying please don't open carry. Right. So they're trying to make both sides happy, and it's like curdled milk for both sides. I think the anti-gun left is like, well, no, that's not enough. You should just say no guns, period. And the 2A, the far right 2A is like, well, that's crap. I can carry my gun wherever I want to.
Yeah, right? And the thing is, where are all these mass shootings happening?
Yeah,
gun-free zones.
That's the gun-free zone. Yeah.
So I'm one of those that I just don't like the idea that they're not going to be required to give me security, and they won't let me have my own security.
Well, they're not saying you can't have your gun. They're saying you can't open carry they're asking that you not open carry the gun.
Correct, yet.
Again, we talk about this
but
all
why
the time.
are they telling us that they're asking you not to open carry?
Because it's in today's environment, people see a gun and they think mass shooter. That's the reasoning, right? The Walmart guy in Springfield, of course, he was strapped with an AR and a tack vest. It's not like he's got his Glock 19 on a hip holster walking in.
He wasn't technically doing anything wrong.
No, but here's the truth of it. We talk about it all the time. Death by 1,000 cuts. Yeah. I can't take your guns from you right now, but I'm just gonna whittle on that Second Amendment.
Right.
Every chance that I get until I get all of it gone. Mm-hmm. So, I'm not a fan of open carry, to be honest with you. I mean, do I open carry sometimes? Yes. But it's mostly to and from work if I have to stop and get something at the store or something.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people that I think now most of the people that I've talked to that open carry on a regular basis, I hate to say it, are of the older generations. Yeah. And most of their mentalities are all kind of, cool, I'm a target, awesome. The rest of the people aren't the target then.
Yeah.
So I understand that aspect of it, and that people say, okay, well, you're an immediate target. Yes and no. Yes, you're the guy that obviously is armed. So if the bad guy's doing something bad and wants to do something bad, and
he's gonna have to deal with
your gun
first.
And knows right away, I'm going to have to do something there before I do something here.
Yeah.
So I understand it, not that I'd want to put myself in that situation to be the guy that is going to be attacked first, but I also have a feeling that most of these mass shooters are going into no gun zones because of the fact that they don't want to face somebody with a gun.
Yeah.
So if they are carrying it openly and that bad guy goes walking in there with the intent, that may discourage him from doing something, or her, from doing something at that point.
An interesting point here. So
They walk in and see a cop, they're not going to do the same nefarious things that
Yeah.
they would if they didn't.
yeah, you hope that's the case, or you would expect that to be the case.
We're theoretical here.
Yeah. The Texas shooting, the kid that used the AK drove 7 hours or whatever to get down there.
Right.
That was a Walmart in Texas. Did they have a no firearms policy in that store? I'm still befuddled that these Texas shootings are taking place and nobody's shooting back at these people.
Texas has
I'm moving in a different direction here, I guess.
Texas is an interesting state. They have some very interesting laws. They didn't have concealed carry laws until very recently.
Yeah. It's just,
and so
just
it wasn't
a conundrum
open
of mine.
carry or no carry type thing in Texas for a long time. And I think a lot of Texans, generally speaking, don't open carry because of the same reasons
I was just
most
saying,
of us don't like the open carry. So I don't know.
not even open carry, just a regular old CCW holder wasn't in there. Kind of surprises me.
Or there wasn't a CCW holder that was in the vicinity to take action.
Or willing to take action.
Exactly.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
there's all that.
And I get that
There's
too.
a lot of it. A lot of these mass shooters, the Parkland kid, oh my God. So there's a new book that's out by one of the survivors' parents.
Yeah.
Or no, one of the victims' parents.
Yeah.
That he went back through and really, since amazingly, the media never actually talked about why it happened. They talked about the fact that it did happen, and then when the focus went straight to Baby Hog, I'm not going to call him Boss Hog, but Baby Hog and his stupid gun control, and he's got a bunch of 50-year-old politicians listening to a 17-year-old that hasn't even graduated high school yet on what should happen in the country. Seriously.
Yeah.
But you got all that stuff that was focused on let's take guns away, take guns away. But it was never really brought out. We did hear about it. Many of us on this side of the fence also saw that the Broward County Sheriff ended up getting let go because he had completely failed that town.
He hid while this was going on.
Well, then he was under orders to hide, which is even worse. But this guy went back in and this kid was a known problem all the way back into 7th grade.
Straight up.
7th grade, every day having issues.
And they wouldn't report him to the authorities because
they
tried. Did they?
They tried. And again, it's in that, he just needs to be coddled and we need to punish these people. And I think that's the biggest problem. We have enough gun laws on the books. We have enough laws on the books. Most of this can all be solved by just simply enforcing the laws that are already there.
Very good point.
So you can ask me not to carry in there, and if I'm feeling froggy, I may. But
they're asking, as I understand it, they're not asking you not to carry. They're asking you not to open carry.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So if I'm feeling froggy, maybe, but
you can still. They're not saying if you've got a CCW and it's concealed, or in Missouri, it's a constitutional, or not a constitutional, but a permitless carry state.
Well, no, that goes into. But see, that's where you run into the problem, because if they've made it known that they don't want you open carrying in their store, and they have the signs posted, if you don't have your license.
Yeah.
If you don't have your license and there's a sign posted, technically it could be
correct
a misdemeanor, but it could still be illegal.
Illegal. So,
that's what I'm saying.
My point is that they haven't put signs up that say firearms are not allowed. They've issued a statement, please don't open carry in our stores. You can still conceal carry in those stores. It's just, again, we can get this much, let's get this much. And it's retailers that want to make their customers happy and feel safe that are trying to walk a line between both sides. So just, again, more and more attacks. And you know what? This is just going to ramp up coming into the election year. Every single time you turn the TV on, they're going to be talking about getting rid of your guns. So folks, please pay attention. Please be involved.
Buy lots of them.
Please protect your rights.
Right. Buy lots of them, and lots of them, and lots of them. Put these gun manufacturers out of business because they don't have any guns left to sell. How's that? Because clearly they're not going to.
Sorry, we're closing the doors today because we ran out of product.
Yeah.
It sounds like a barbecue joint, right? Sorry, no more brisket. We're closed.
Amazing. But that's the place I want to go eat.
Yeah. Oh, and
The place that runs out of brisket.
I don't even think, did we talk about this last week with Walmart saying they're not going to sell AR ammo anymore?
They're not selling ammo anymore.
No, they're
gonna
not.
do away with
They're
all
not
of it.
selling handgun ammo or AR-15 or SBR ammo.
Yeah, I don't know what SBR ammo is. But, so that's another thing about a wheel gun, speaking of which, can you have a fully semi-automatic wheel gun?
No, but you can get extra clipazines.
They take clipazines? Maybe we found the elusive clipazine machine?
The outlaw Josie Wales had extra clipazines. Watch that movie, you see he carries extra cylinders for his black powder pistols. He did reloads.
The other thing is, obviously, wheel guns, you know, since they've been around forever, like, they should probably have ghost gun versions of this too, right?
Yeah, sure.
Well, I mean, they have those for, like, Glocks and stuff, so I don't know if they're quite as easy and simple. Just saying. I need to get you a revolver chambered in .40 that only holds one round.
Well, then it's not a revolver. It's a
Yeah, you'll have a cylinder that'll roll.
So the cylinder has one hole in it?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
You don't have to worry about timing.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
Just spin it around until it stops, and then you can shoot it, and then you... Poor guy.
It's not poor guy.
Ron.
It's not poor guy.
It's okay.
Pew pew.
Yeah, come check out the wheel guns. Come check out. What else do we got?
We got some wheel guns downstairs you can rent and shoot.
Scar. We got a Scar 16 that is fully done up.
Yep.
It's got about every bell and whistle. The only thing it don't have an extendo magazines. We should probably put an extendo
What
in
do you
there.
mean? It's got 30 standard capacity 30 rounders. You want to put a drum on it?
That's what I'm saying. I mean, it's got all the other things. Ooh, drums. So if they outlaw the drum magazine, how are they going to do that? And would that also fall into a wheel
Well,
gun? 'Cause
ask
it's a
that caller-
round ammunition feeding device.
Well, ask that Colorado lawmaker who
They don't know.
educated us on the fact that once you've used these clips, you know, we have to throw them away.
Well, that's true. Yeah, the
can't
magazine. They want to do away with the magazine bans.
You
'cause
saw
once
that,
you
right,
use it
Bill?
once, they're the magazine is.
We need to ban them now because eventually they'll run out of them because once they use them, they're not any good anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. Because it's like a cardboard box, right?
I have a basement full of cardboard boxes that have been used a bunch of times.
Right. Yeah. That's the problem with non-gun people making gun law. It doesn't end up making
Yep.
sense.
I'm
but-
not a dentist, but
Uneducated people doing laws at all,
yep,
not just us.
Very true.
Very true.
You can't carry this knife, it's illegal because it opens faster than a home.
Super extra special deadly.
Super
Speaking of which, we had
extra
another stabbing today. There was like 5
oh yeah,
people.
oh yeah,
So
yeah.
must not be a gun thing.
Well,
Maybe it is a gun thing.
and the people say
Maybe his
well,
gun just jammed, and then
well,
he
they-
had to resort to his stabby thing.
They need to do what the UK's done and just ban guns altogether. Well, what are they talking about now? Banning
Nice.
knives. Their
Then what?
crime didn't go down when that happened. You know, murders by handguns or
crime,
firearms
yeah.
went down.
Gun crimes went down.
But
All the rest
people
of
are
the
getting
crimes
stabbed
went
and
up.
raped and strong-armed, and yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. Protect your Second Amendment rights. Vote. Get involved. Come to the range. Shoot guns. Train. Be a member. Mob. What are we doing for our members?
Mob, 2 guns cleaned. Wow,
Free.
for free. Then he was loving that.
For free. 2 for free. 2 free.
2.
It's not 4 free. It's 2 free.
2 guns.
2 free
cleaned.
firearms cleaned.
Freely.
Modern firearms. You
Must
bring
be
your
working.
AR-15, bring your P320. Right? Bring your
Bring your wheel
revolver.
gun and your Ruger Mark III.
Yay. Ooh, that's
Vinny
really
only-
smart. Bring your Ruger Mark III.
Vinny
Make
only-
Vinny do the Mark IIIs.
Vinny only hit
Yeah.
you a little.
Mark IVs, no problem. Bring your Mark IIs, 3s. If you got an old Mark I, I'd like to see it.
We did have one of them in not
Yeah.
too long ago. We ordered a
Friggin'
magazine in for
awesome.
them. Yeah,
Awesome,
magazines
awesome.
are different.
All right,
What else we got?
Cardinals are still in first place. Last night was hard to watch, 2-1.
What else we got? We got
Hockey starting. Saw a really, really good commercial. One of the car dealerships here did a commercial, and it started out with like a picture of Boston, Boston, Massachusetts, home of the second best hockey team in the world. Who cares? Come to St. Louis. It was awesome. It was a great commercial.
Blah, blah, blah.
All right.
People from Boston are awesome.
Hockey's around the corner. School's back in. Hey, make sure you're talking to your kids.
Playoff baseball.
Playoff baseball's around the corner.
Yep. We have.
Make sure that you're talking to your kids that are back in school. Make sure that they are up to speed. You know, every family should have. You know, we could do a little bit of a show on this, but every family should have a plan that if something bad happens at the school,
Grandpa, we have a gun.
the parents. I'm okay with that. The parents know where they can get their kids. The kids know where they're supposed to get to.
Yep.
All those things. You should have a plan. Make sure you're talking to your kids about that kind of stuff. So.
Yep. And if you wanted to learn about some anti-carjacking, we got a class on that next Saturday.
Really good.
Basic handgun. This. Hold on. We got CCW and defensive handgun this Saturday, and basic shotgun on Sunday.
Yep.
Defensive handgun 2 on Monday, so you can come in and do defensive handgun on Saturday, and then come back on Monday and do 2. We got basic handgun again next weekend, and anti-carjacking, basic hand-to-hand. So if you're looking at wanting to get a little bit
Plenty of opportunities.
Info and not necessarily have it focused around guns, remember we do all kinds of training from gun related to medical training and more. Any questions, bug Phil.
Phil at the range, STL.com.
Yep, or Phil at the range, or training at the range, either way.
Yep.
Otherwise, what else we got? Oh, Glock Day's coming up 2 weeks, not this,
Yeah.
but the end of the month. So,
That's going to be awesome.
yes.
2 weeks from Friday,
Yep.
right?
So we got lots of fun stuff there.
Have a Glock
we got
rep here.
Glock we're giving away. We've got demos. You can come in and shoot some.
Specials, flash sales.
Yeah, night sights
kinds
will
of
be
cool
on
stuff.
sale. We'll have some of the guns that will be on sale to a point where I can't even promote how good of a deal they are.
Can't talk
'cause
about it.
It's too low.
We
for
can show you, but we can't tell you.
Too show to low. Too low to show. Anyway. Off of it today, that's for sure. Come see us.
Yep,
Make fun of Ron. Make fun of me.
just another
Either
day
way.
in paradise.
Exactly. That's what makes it fun to be here.
Let's go do some shooting ourselves.
We should do that. Let's go shoot.
You ready?
Let's go shoot. I'm ready. Let's go shoot some guns.
See you next week.